So, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Boy, this game is crazy. This isn't going to be a big video or anything. This is just going to be a little bit of a yap video, more or less, because I'm not planning on making a review of the game because, high-key, I have all of my thoughts on Sonic Racing Crossworlds right now, honestly. I've played the closed beta test earlier this year and the open beta test of Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and now we apparently have a free demo coming soon at sometime middle of September. And as of recording this, it is the 3rd of September, and the beta has been closed for the past 2 days. So, what I want to do with this video is I want to simply just talk about how I feel about Crossworlds and kind of give my thoughts on it right now because, wow, this game is something else. So, to start off with this, I'm just going to go ahead and just say it. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is everything I've wanted from a Sonic Racing game, probably in a very long time. If you've seen my video on the rise and downfall of Sonic Racing games, you know that around after Sonic Racing transformed, I think that the Sonic Racing games go on a massive downward spiral, and that's also just a fact too. After Sonic and All-Stars Racing transformed, things just kind of went downhill with Team Sonic Racing because Team Sonic Racing takes so many steps back from what the franchise was already doing. With Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, they already knew what they were doing somewhat with the series, like they had a new direction after the Riders series kept flopping, and they took a chance with Sumo Digital to do this new sort of racing game for Sonic, and it worked out really well. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing sold really well, and also just was a really fun game overall. And also, once they did Free Riders, they realized, maybe we should stick with the kart racers. So they released Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed again with Sumo Digital, and they upped the ante so much with it. They did the transforming car gimmick, they introduced more Sega characters, there's a lot more content. Sure, it's not a lot of content in Transform, but Transform overall just feels amazing, and you truly just don't want to stop playing it. Transform took the kart racer of Sonic and made it its own thing, and just made it so much fun. That's what made Transform so good. So for a while in the 2010s, that game came out when I was a kid, after Generations. I remember when that game came out. So for a while in the 2010s, we had no Sonic Racing game for a good while. It was quite a little bit. That game came out on the 360, PS3, PS Vita, Wii U, and stuff. So throughout the most early years and the middle years of the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and even what would be the Nintendo Switch in its early 2 years, there would be no Sonic kart racing game for, for quite a while. There was hardly any Sonic games on the last generation of consoles, being the PS4, Xbox One, Switch era. There was hardly any at all. There was Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces, and then of course Sonic Colors Ultimate in 2021. But that was around when the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S was already a thing. So what would be the next Sonic Racing game would be Team Sonic Racing, the next Sonic game that would come out after Sonic Mania Plus and Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania in 2017 and 2018. And Team Sonic Racing already got delayed once because apparently, they said they need more time to work on it, which I'm still convinced that they just didn't want to release the game around the same time as Smash Brothers in 2018, which that was honestly a smart move because there's no way people are going to buy Team Sonic Racing where they could just go buy Smash Brothers, a better game that had Sonic in it at the time. And Team Sonic Racing would eventually release in spring or summer of 2019. And honestly, I hardly follow the Sonic franchise by this point. So Team Sonic Racing looks so lackluster to me, from the trailers and stuff. The fact that they only promoted the music and whatnot, that did not make me care for the game at all back then. It's kind of, looking back, it's bad when the only promotion that you're doing for a game is literally the freaking soundtrack. Sure, there's some gems in the soundtrack, I guess, but even then, I still think it's kind of mediocre, honestly. It's just, it's alright. I don't really care. So, you get the idea. And, of course, Team Sonic Racing drops, and it's the most mediocre monstrosity, probably racing game I've ever played in my life, and I think many others agree with that. The game died day one on release date because the online was completely busted, so nobody could play online. And again, the game's just very lackluster, and there's nothing to do, honestly. Sure, there's a story mode, but really brings nothing to the table. The racing is very slow, and it's just, again, the game just is very boring and not fun at all. You feel like you're playing a Mario Kart game with a Sonic skin over it, and not to mention they took away all the stuff that made the Sonic racing games so special in the first place. Instead of the transforming gimmick, we don't have that anymore in this game. It's just a team gimmick, and be honest with yourself, who on earth actually would prefer a team gimmick that's not even that fun? Again, the racing game just felt very lackluster. So after Team Sonic Racing came out, sure, it ended up selling pretty well, but for us fans, a bit of a sour taste was left in our mouths from this game. Enter 2024, where after a while, the Sonic series is doing pretty good again with Sonic Frontiers, Shadow Generations, and I guess Sonic Superstars, if you want to say that, I guess. We'll go ahead and include that in the group, I guess. But then we fast forward to the Game Awards in 2024, and then we get the reveal of Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Fast forward through a closed beta test that was very kind of hit or miss, honestly. It was a good beta test, but you could tell that the game still needed some work done and definitely needed our feedback. So after we got our feedback on the game and we got more information and footage as the months went on, how is this game hold up well now? I think the Steam peak numbers should honestly explain everything. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is by far going to be probably my favorite kart racing game to ever exist, behind Mario Kart 8 or in front of Mario Kart 8, and honestly might just be my favorite Sonic racing game of all time. This racing game does everything right. I'm talking, I mean, this might just be me as an opinion speaking, but Sonic Racing Crossworlds has honestly done what every Sonic racing game should do. Heck, it's what Team Sonic Racing should have been. It should have took all the stuff from the previous game and upped the ante like Sonic Racing Transformed did from Sega All-Stars. But they did it here now, and it's amazing. The game feels fast, feels fluent, feels good, it's smooth as butter, and for lack of a better term, it's freaking addicting, man. Like, I couldn't stop playing the night the open beta went live. Like, the game is just straight up addicting. I'm not going to get into the whole thing about the game and the whole Crossworld. I've seen plenty of videos on that. This is just more or less my thoughts. The thing with this game, it too is just everything I wanted from a Sonic racing game. We got the extreme gear back, they play awesome, the karts are fast and fun to go. That was one of my biggest issues with Team Sonic Racing. Team Sonic Racing, the karts were very slow, and you just felt like nothing when playing. But now in Sonic Racing Crossworlds, you're zooming through the track, you're trying to drift around corners and not hit the wall, you're doing crazy tricks on the karts and the extreme gear. The tracks are fun, the music is great to listen to in the background, and overall, so much chaos is going on throughout the races. But unlike the closed beta, the open beta, it feels great. And honestly, again, this game is just freaking addicting, man. And also, there's a few other things I want to mention as well that is in the game too that I recently found out. Super Sonic is in the game. That alone made me more excited for this game. I love that Super Sonic is in the game. I love this. I am so excited to play Super Sonic in a racing game. Super Sonic has been absent for a while in Sonic racing games. The last racing game he was in was Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, when you get the All-Star move. And also, the last time he was actually playable was Sonic Free Riders, even if you want to count that. Technically, like the old two Sonic Riders games, Sonic Riders and Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, like he was playable in those. But either way, it's been over 10 years since Super Sonic was playable in a Sonic racing game. And I love Super Sonic, and I'm so glad we get to play as him in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. He is the final unlockable for beating all the Grand Prix tracks, and I'm really looking forward to grinding through all the Grand Prix cups just so I can get Super Sonic and race around with him. I already love the cast of characters that we're getting with the crossovers and stuff in this game, but it is just astonishing. I'm Super Sonic, man. I'm a simple man, alright? Another thing I want to talk about that's in this game as well that's confirmed is a jukebox mode. A jukebox mode is coming to Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Now listen, if you saw my Rise and Downfall of Sonic Racing Games video, which go check it out if you haven't on the main channel, but if you haven't seen it, I talked about how in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, there was a jukebox feature where you could purchase music tracks from the shop with the Sega coins you get, and also you could play those songs in the background while you race. Before a race, you could pick which song you want to play in the background of the race, and it would play that song. And I was hoping that Crossworlds would get this same thing. And it is, man. We are so back, boys. It is so awesome that we are getting this now, dude. I did not think they'd do it. I thought that maybe they'd have like a music feature, but I did not think they would actually implement a jukebox feature where you could change the song for the background of your race. First of all, this opens doors with plenty of possibilities because unlike 2010, this is a full-on Sonic game, so they can go all out with the Sonic music. Like we have Sonic Frontiers music, we have Sonic Generations music, we have Sonic Colors music, we have Sonic Mania music that can maybe pull in through. We have Shadow Generations music that could probably do. We have Sonic Lost World maybe. And did I mention Sonic Frontiers? Like, we have so many more Sonic games they can pull from now. And also, unlike 2010, they can even pull through even more games. They can maybe get some Sonic 06 tracks, more Sonic Adventure, Adventure 2. Because in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, the games that were represented there were Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Rush, Shadow the Hedgehog, and I think that's it, and Sonic R as well. those were the games that were mainly represented back when Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing came out, mainly because those were the relevant games at the time. But now that the series has had a lot more games since then, we could just get games from the entire franchise and race with them in the background. Like, man, I'm just getting excited thinking about this, honestly. I'm not even joking. Oh, and that's another thing. Sonic R music, too. They could pull from that as well. Bottom line is, I don't want this video to be more longer than it needs to be because this is kind of all the stuff that's getting me excited for it. But to recap everything else, all the characters and tracks and stuff, there is so much content in this game. I could go over all the gameplay modes and whatnot, like the fact that they took the team mechanic from Team Sonic Racing and made it even infinitely 10 times better here in Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and also the fact that just the online functions and works well. The music is good, the cars feel amazing to play, the transform gimmick is back, and it's not even the main marketing feature. They just said, yeah, it's back, but there's more stuff to show. Like, dude, you're racing through this track. Like, look at this. You're racing through Dinosaur Jungle from Sonic and the Secret Rings. You're racing through Pirate Bay, now called Kraken Bay, from Sonic and the Secret Rings. You got Sonic Unleashed stuff in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. We have Sonic Force's Luminous Forest. We have so many deep cuts, and this is just from the open beta, by the way, that I mentioned. I don't know what else is in this game. There's so much that they pulled. Like, Sonic Racing Crossworlds is truly pulling out all the stops for a kart racing game, man, and it's so worth it at the end of the day. This game truly is doing numbers and is truly making history for the world of Sonic racing games for the series. That's all I got for this video today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of Sonic Racing Crossworlds? Are you excited for it, or are you still that one guy out there that's saying, I know this game sucks? But anyways, that's it for this little video here. Stay tuned for more content coming to the allergies. But stay tuned for more content coming to the main channel soon, and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, everybody, take care.